McQueen had a troubled childhood full of abandonment.
McQueen's childhood was by no means ideal. His mother was a teenage sex worker when she had him. He never knew his father and was sent to live with a great uncle in Missouri for years at a time. His mother would occasionally take him back, but she would drop him off time and time again. At the age of 9, one of his mother's husbands injured him so badly that he took to sleeping on the streets. He joined a street pack and got in trouble with the law from time to time. He held odd jobs, such as being a towel boy at a cat house, where he was encouraged to partake in the fun. He was 16.
He was almost a victim of the Manson family.
McQueen was in a relationship with Sharon Tate, Charles Manson family prey and wife to Roman Polanski during the late 1960s. Tate at this time was also seeing a hairdresser named Jay Sebring. In August 1969, McQueen was invited to a party at Tate's house but met up with another woman he was seeing instead. This may have been the only situation in which his cheating habit was a good thing. He missed the party where the Manson family eliminated Tate, Sebring, and 2 others. When the Manson family members were arrested months later, McQueen's name was on a list that they were carrying around, marked as a future target.
McQueen slept with women on his movie sets.
McQueen was no stranger to escapades. As a young man, he worked a variety of jobs and struggled to survive, but found that girlfriends and one-night stands would feed him and get him a bit of cash. His affinity for the ladies continued through to adulthood. Female fans would throw themselves at McQueen, and he did not turn them down. McQueen was never all that fussy where sex was concerned. If models and starlets weren't readily available, he was perfectly happy to sleep with professionals, the more the merrier.
McQueen suggested his wives all live together.
McQueen continued to return to his exes. After his divorce from MacGraw, they connected again for a brief period of time while he was still with Barbara Minty, who he would later marry. According to MacGraw, on the day she visited her ex-husband to meet Minty, he told her he was going to marry her but propositioned MacGraw moments later. Adams had a similar experience. In 1978, the two had a romantic rendezvous in Las Vegas. Supposedly, McQueen said to her at the time, "Hey, why can't you and me and Ollie and Barbara all live under one roof?"
McQueen forbade his wife Ollie MacGraw from working after they were married.
Steve McQueen met actress Ollie MacGraw in 1972 on the set of their movie, The Getaway. MacGraw was married to movie producer Robert Evans at the time, but she quickly fell in love with McQueen. McQueen was separated from Adams when the relationship started, and after MacGraw divorced Evans, the two were married. MacGraw was a major film star in the early 1970s, most notably having starred in Love Story in 1970. After she married McQueen, however, she didn't work again until 1978, the year they divorced. McQueen put MacGraw through the same sort of questioning when it came to whether or not she had cheated on him. These manic grilling sessions would last for hours. McQueen forbade MacGraw from going back to work, threatened divorce, and offered to pay her not to work.
He was open about his cheating with Adams.
Adams knew her husband slept with other women and claimed to be okay with it, but later admitted it did impact her confidence. According to Adams, I knew that his bed hopping meant no more to him than a drive around the block. As he used to say, you can only say no so many times. In 1970, when Adams visited him on the set of Le Mans in France, McQueen arrived at the airport with a woman by his side to pick her up. Over the subsequent days, she saw all of the women fawning over her husband and called him out about it. His response, look, I should tell you there'll be women coming from all over the world to visit me this summer.
Adams had an abortion because of McQueen's behavior.
McQueen reportedly had a strange double standard when it came to affairs. He was allowed to have as many as he wanted, but after Adams admitted to sleeping with one person, McQueen lost all trust. He would grill Adams about her relations, demanding to know every tiny detail. Adams became pregnant shortly after telling her husband about the affair. McQueen wouldn't accept the child was his. The emotional turmoil McQueen put Adams through pushed her to have an abortion. She flew to London to have the procedure done. They were living in France at the time. In her memoir, Adams explained why she could not have the child. I wanted to be ready to act in case Steve's reaction to my condition was negative, as I expected it to be. As much as I would have wanted to have a new baby, there was no way I could withstand both the continuing physical and mental abuse and a pregnancy. I had to find out what the procedure would be. McQueen's distrust of his wife also led to physical confrontations and mental harm. On one occasion, he kicked her and called her a WH*3.
He threatened Adams and demanded she admit she was cheating on him.
On the same night Adams did coke with her husband, McQueen began asking her whether she ever had an affair. Adams, who was in a euphoric state, told McQueen, honey bunny, yours is not the only golden C*CK in the West you know. She also told him that her lover had been an Academy Award winner just to get under McQueen's skin. McQueen left the room, and when he came back a few moments later, he grabbed Adams, held a gun to her head, and demanded she give him the name of her lover. He pushed the tool against her temple and told her, you'd better tell me now or you're not going to live to see him die, and I promise you I'll find out who the mother of *Seeker is. Make no mistake about that. She then tearfully told him who it was, actor Maximilian Schell.
According to his first wife, McQueen forced her to do cocaine.
Neile Adams met Steve McQueen in the 1950s after she came to the United States from the Philippines. The two married and went on to have 2 children together, Chad and Terry. Adams knew McQueen was a womanizer and accepted he would have affairs with other women. She also knew McQueen did coke, but she didn't partake in it until one night, when he asked her repeatedly to do so. In her memoir, My Husband, My Friend, a Memoir, Adams recalled a night when McQueen wanted her to have a toot, but she refused. The two fought, and then McQueen attempted to get Adams to smoke a joint. She said no, and he pushed for the coke again. McQueen reportedly told her, I wish you wouldn't fight me on this. I promise you a little coke will make you feel better. I don't want you feeling bad, baby. No matter what happens, you're still my baby. To get him to leave her alone, she agreed.
Hey guys, thank you so much for the support and likes and comments down below, and also thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to see you in the next video. Then take care. Bye.